Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing Revavroom EX with the newly released set Phantasmal Flames. So that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 4 copies of the Varoom as well as the 2 copies of the Revavroom EX here for that tune-up ability, where we can have up to 4 tool cards attached to this Pokemon, and if for any reason we lose this ability, we have to discard down until only 1 is attached. And then we do have the Wild Drift for the 2 Metal 1 colorless. We can do 170 base damage and then take 30 damage less during your opponent's next turn. And then we do combine it with the single prize Revavroom here. We do run 2 of these for that Rumbling Engine ability, where we can discard an entry card from our hand once per turn to draw until we have 6 cards in our hand. And then to help us build up energies for our Revavroom EX here, we have the 3/3 line of the Beldum and Metang here for that Metal Maker ability, where once during your turn you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck and any metal energies that we find there, we can attach those to our Pokemon, and then the rest of the cards go to the bottom of the deck. And then we do run the 2 copies of the Genesect EX here for that Metallic Signal ability, where once during your turn you can search out your deck for up to 2 Metal Evolution Pokemon and put them into your hand. And then we do have the 1 copy of the Revavroom EX here that is Terra type with Lightning type coverage. We do have 2 pretty good attacks with the Accelerator Flash. We can do 20 base damage plus 120 more damage if this Pokemon moves from the bench into the active. And then we do have the Shattering Speed for the 250 base damage for the 3 Metal Energies. We do discard this Pokemon and all attached cards after using that attack. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the Mega Mawile EX here for the late game with that Gobble Down attack. For 2 Metal Energies, we can have an 80x multiplier and do 80 damage for each prize card you have taken. And then moving on to our trainer cards. For our stadium cards, the 2 copies of the full Metal Lab, where Metal Pokemon in play for both you and your opponent take 30 damage less. And then for our supporters, we have the 3 Arven for searching an item card and a tool card. The 2 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 3 copies of the Lillie's Determination, where you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards, and if you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, you get to draw 8 cards instead. The 1 copy of the Professor Turo scenario, where we can put 1 Pokemon in play back into our hand and then discard all attached cards. And then lastly, the 1 copy of the Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our tool cards, with the 3 copies of the Air Balloon, where the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to will be 2 colorless energies less. And then for our Ace spec, we have the Hero's Cape, where we can attach this to a Pokemon to get extra 100 more HP, so this is perfect for our Revavroom EX. The 4 copies of the Rigid Band, where the Stage 1 Pokemon this card is attached to will take 30 damage less from attack, so this will go right onto our Revavroom EX with the tune-up ability. The 1 copy of the TM Evolution, ideally we do want to go second on the first turn of the game, so that we can quickly evolve up 2 of our benched Pokemon with this TM Evolution. And then for our energy cards, with the 1 copy of the Mist Energy for our Revavroom EX, so that it can't get auto-KO'd by something like a Frenzied Gouging from a Roaring Moon EX. And then lastly, for our basic energies with the 12 Metal Energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. So we did win the coin toss, decided to go second, had our opponent go first, and looks like no mulligans. And looks like it's probably going to be Gardevoir. Yeah, looks like it's Gardevoir. It might have Mega Diancie in it. Let's play Lilies. Maybe we'll get TM Evolution. Do that. See, they play Arven. Yeah, they got their TM evolution here. Wow, 3 Ralts here. It seems like pretty excessive, but I don't know. I guess they're thinking that we're gonna KO them. Maybe Pokégear. Yeah, let's go for the 170. So we get Nest Ball. And they go to Ralts here. I feel like next turn we're probably just going to use the Arven just to get the tool card. Oh, interesting. They're actually running Mega Gardevoir, actually. Was not expecting that. See, they gust us for a Genesect. Yeah, let's go for the 170. Yeah, this has to be some kind of test spec, honestly. I don't know what really trying to go for here? Because they have no energy acceleration here. They put down Survival Brace on Mega Guardy. And they Ultra Ball their last 2 cards for regular Gardevoir EX. Okay, so they have 1 Psychic Energy in the discard. So I guess I'll just go for the Overflowing Wishes. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for another Rigid Band. Maybe let's go for a Rumbling Engine. Yeah, no luck there. Let's go for 170. So we do have all 4 Rigid Bands in the deck, so I guess Screamtail. Yeah, I kind of feel like this kind of falls apart. Because they can use the Mega Symphonia to do 150, but I think we negate like, what, 90 of that damage, or 120, so there's not even any point of doing that. And they can't retreat out for 1 energy, so I feel like they pretty much lose this one. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Didn't take action in time. Yeah, I feel like they're just conceding here. Let's just get the other Revavroom EX. Yeah, they just concede here. Okay, we do take a mulligan here. So we did win the coin toss, decided to go second, had our opponent go first. We did take 1 mulligan. Yeah, I think we'll just put Genesect in front. So it looks like this is probably going to be Gardevoir. No, it looks like it's going to be Mega Venusaur. And I got Meganium as well. Ogerpons. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna go Team Evolution. Got the Tumatang. And they already got Bayleaf into play. Air Balloon out. Lilies. 8 fresh cards. So at least they can't one-hit KO us with the Ogerpon. Because we also do have resistance for -30. And they doubled their energy cards in play. So they got 6 energies technically on Ogerpon. 7 if we count our energies, so... That is 210, I believe. -30, which should be 180, I believe. The Ultra Ball. Wow, they literally almost set up everything in this turn. I actually just might go into Mega Venusaur, actually. I don't even get a chance. No, they go into the Overpond, though. I'm not sure why. Solar Transfer. I don't think they knock us out, do they? Oh wow, they actually do. So that was a really crazy turn. Couldn't even use the Turo. Like literally the shortest lived Genesect DX, honestly. So we need just 2 energy cards. It's looking bad. Okay, that we just make it. Go for the 170. And we couldn't even get rid of their stadium card, so unfortunate. So they did 270 last turn. So it's gonna be like what, 240, 210 maybe. Yeah, now they keep getting energies like this into play. Another teal dance. Yeah, they just set up like crazy on that first turn. They solar transfer. I feel like they knock us out. $380. Yeah. What is it giving up here? Let's see, so our opponent won the coin toss. They decided to go first, Has goes second. And looks like no mulligans. So yeah, let's see what they got. Looks like they got the Dusknoir lines. Could be Mega opening. Okay, they Ultra Ball, so they probably had a pretty bad starting hand here. Okay, never mind. Looks like there's gonna be a Greninja EX. See, they get the water energy back. Okay, they do pass here after quite the turn. Guess we got Buddy Poffin Team Evolution. Okay, is this gonna be Rare Candy Greninja? It could be. Okay, it took them that long to get Buddy Poffin. Nice, we even draw the Air Balloon. Pokégear, yeah, let's get Lillie's here. Yeah, go for the 170. Let's see if they have the Pidgeot here. They got Pidgeotto, Beldum. Yeah, they're going to Varoom. They just go over to immediate item lock here. Yeah, I think we'll just gust them here for the Pidgeotto. That's really the big problem for us. Signal here. Yeah, they just concede here. Well, those are all of the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.